Once upon a time, in the year 1600, a group of merchants and adventurers from England formed the East India Company. Their eyes were set on the riches of the East, spices, silks, and precious stones that were worth their weight in gold back in Europe. Queen Elizabeth I granted them a charter, giving them the right to trade in the far-off lands of the East Indies. The company's ships sailed through treacherous seas, braving pirates and storms, their captains navigating by the stars. After months at sea, they reached the vibrant coasts of India, a land of incredible wealth and diversity. They established trading posts and began to trade in spices, cotton and indigo, exchanging silver for goods that would fetch fortunes in Europe. But trade was not enough. Other European powers like the Dutch and the French were also vying for control over trade in the East. The company began to build forts and raise private armies. They made alliances with local rulers and soon found themselves embroiled in the politics and warfare of the Indian subcontinent. The turning point came in 1757 at the Battle of Plassey, where the company's forces under Robert Clive defeated the Nawab of Bengal. This victory marked the beginning of British political control over India. With the conquest of Bengal, the East India Company transformed from a commercial enterprise into a political sovereign. They introduced British laws, collected taxes, and administered justice. The company ruled vast territories, influencing the fate of millions. However, their rule was marked by exploitation and injustice. The pursuit of profit often came at the expense of the local population. Famines and uprisings became common as the wealth of the land was drained to fill the coffers of the company and its shareholders back in England. The discontent among the Indian people grew over the years. The company's army, composed mainly of Indian soldiers or sepoys, was not immune to this unrest. In 1857, a mutiny erupted among the sepoys, sparking a widespread rebellion against company rule. The rebellion shook the foundations of the company and exposed the weaknesses of its administration. The British government, alarmed by the events of the rebellion, decided to take direct control of India. In 1858, the Crown took over the territories and armies of the East India Company, marking the end of its rule. The era of the British Raj began, and India became a jewel in the crown of the British Empire. The East India Company's legacy is a tale of trade, conquest, and colonial rule that reshaped the world. It played a pivotal role in the history of globalization, establishing a model for modern corporations. Yet its story is also a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked power and the human cost of empire.